believe we have live. Kind of. Well, mine says we've got live. Yeah, we do. Okay. Hello there, everyone. This is Iron Mark 3, and welcome back to Frostpunk. Surviving in a Frostpunk's steampunk-style city in the frozen cap of the world, where we don't know what the hell's happened and what's going on and all that lovely jazz. Right, we're just here in the menu because I mentioned something in the last stream, which is I actually want to take back, which is the fact I didn't find difficulty settings. Because if I say select scenario, select the main story, and then I can customize it, so there is actually a whole bunch of difficulty settings, and that means I am quite shamefully playing this on medium difficulty. There is very much difficulty settings in this thing. I'm kind of tempted to ramp it up to hard, but I'll probably save that for my own run or something like that. But for now, right now, we need to go back and actually load back in to the city we started yesterday. So, stream game, a new home, day 12. It also showed, if you're looking at the list there, that at day 20 we'll unlock 2 other scenarios, whatever they are going to be. I have no idea. So here we go, loading. Honestly, I'm kind of torn really, because, well, streaming is like sharing games with people, kind of thing. But at the same time, it stops me from just really diving into the game as well, because if I do that, then I'm going to get way ahead and I'm going to spoil it for myself. And so the stream will no longer be me just everything coming at it with a fresh face and I don't know what's coming. And honestly, whenever I do video series or streams, that's how I try to do it. It's like I deliberately hold back and throttle back just so that I can, you know, it's my first time seeing whatever it is as much as possible. That's just how I like to do it. I think I'm live. Yes, I am live. I'm just talking while the game loads in. I do apologize. I would, in future sessions, I will actually have it set up so that I load it in before the stream starts. I just wanted to start out in the menu there because I felt I had to point out the fact that there is actually difficulty settings in this. So you can make it even harder on yourself if that is what you want to do. Well, I say even harder. I've actually had a really easy time of it, I must admit. Which is why I said it was to my shame that I'm actually playing on medium difficulty rather than absolutely hard mode. And I really want to see what hard mode's like to play, but if I do, I'll just dive straight into it and I'll get ahead of where we are, most likely. Either that or die. Probably die. I'm not sure. I don't know. Well. Could be a lot worse, I suppose. I should probably log in on here so it doesn't count me as a viewer. Log in as me and me. While it finishes loading. Oh, that's the wrong password. I always forget my passwords. There we go. And here we are, back at my city. Excellent. Because I actually know where I want to go from here. Because, well, you saw my reaction at the end of last time, if you were with me then. And the reaction is how I absolutely loved the automaton when it turned up, and it was like, ooh, shiny thing. So I think we need to work on the rise of the machines, quite honestly. Fortunately, I spotted some stuff in the tech tree which is related to that. So, right now we're working on upping the tech level 2. But if I go into here, there's a factory building, and then there's a whole bunch of techs related to automatons. Which I think looks very, very shiny and promising. However, I suspect since it's a more advanced tech, I'm going to need steam cores to do all this. More likely, and I've only managed to find 2 of those darn things. I don't really know. All I do know is that I need to keep on going. Also, why is this thing only efficiency 80%? Oh, someone's in treatment, so someone's absent. I see. Oh, I wish they would bring in other people. Oh well. Get the speed. I'm okay for everything except for steel. I need to get some steel. You're doing steel. I think I need to get another steelworks though, as soon as I can. 2 people sick outside of the 20 currently in there. 3. Ah. Yeah, it's night time. That's why. Oh damn! Watch all the trailers before you play the game. Oh. Well, I don't have any control over the trailers, quite honestly. Also, why is that automaton just doing a little jig there? The lone Midlander. I think it's trying to work out what to do. Or at least I think it is. Is it meant... Is it... well, it's not. It's got fuel. I think the game's just glitched outside because the coal thumper is actually still running. Let's kick it out until it's come back. Yep, there it goes. Doing something. What are you doing? Good, you're walking. Okay, you've worked out what you were trying to do. I'm not sure why my automaton got a little bit stuck there, actually. Let's see. I need to find the steelworks, because steel is my big problem. Oh, well, I've got that in the way, though. Never mind. I'm all good, though. It's just coal is just about 18 hours worth of storage. The coal tumbler uses... Oops. Okay, research. The coal tumbler... Don't think so. The coal thumper just flat out makes coal. That's all it does. It just makes a pile of coal which you then have to gather separately. I'm not sure what the automaton's doing right now. It seems to be trying to walk on some buildings. Now it's moving to a path. What are you even doing? Are you refueling? I think it is. Okay, I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, there is a building which gives you oh, it's refueling at the steam hub. Oh. Also, there's another switch in these steam hubs I didn't notice. Well, I'd never clicked on them before, actually. Which is I can actually boost the range, and I can also set them to operate only during work time as well, rather than 24 hours a day. It's pretty cool, that. Anyway, tech.
Finish your labors, people. The work day is up.
Steam hub range upgrade, so yep, I can boost the range with that. There is, in resources, this is the one you were thinking of, Lola, though. A charcoal kiln, which uses 70 wood per workday to produce 210 coal. Don't do it. Wood is one of the limited resources till you get your outpost, so you can farm on top of the wall. Alright. There are some things, though. Supplying up to 120. Uses steam to extract iron and work it. Not what I'm after, though. I am very much after the factory, which will... excuse me. Where automatons and other highly advanced devices can be produced. That would be absolutely delicious to get that. Oops, I didn't mean to select you. Oh wait, you're done. Never mind. Oh. I can get steam coal thumpers. Enough for 4 gathering posts per day. So that's double the output of the current one. Awesome. Gathering posts will gain +1 heat level. I'm tempted to go coal mining, actually. Except for the fact it would require steam cores. You know what? Because I'm not quite where I want to be, I could insulate the cookhouse if I wanted to. Flying... What? flying hunters. Allows us to build hunters' hangars. Hunters base here hunt every night. Venturing city to track by the air, and they produce 30 raw food per day. Cool. How's that different from a hothouse? Oh, hothouse requires a steam core. Hunters' hangars do not. And hunter tactics reduces number of workers. Tempting stuff. There's all sorts of tempting upgrades in here, but... Oh, outpost depot. Assemble an outpost team, sends to establish a permanent resource outpost far away from the city and maintain connection with it. Interesting. That would probably be quite helpful, except I'm actually doing fine for wood. I actually want the factory. I'm going to get that. I mean, wood I've actually got almost maxed on my storage for wood, so I don't really need any. Not at all. I'll need it in the future, though. That's without a doubt. But for the moment, at least, I am okay. Let's see. All of my steam posts are... Well, that's kind of in a mixed area because it's got bunkhouses and hunters' huts. Oh, wait. The hunters' huts don't actually have a work day, so that's actually okay. Okay, what have we got? Weather station. We have a weather station. Nobody in the weather station, but everything seems to be operational. We could try to find out what the scientists from Winterhome were working on. We get coal and a steam core. Great Cold is going to get much worse, and what's more troubling is those observations ended abruptly months ago. That doesn't sound too good. There's also not a can of Spam, not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they moved out for good. Dear. Well, there's a coal mine, a couple of buildings, a tall building. There's still smoke rising from it. Or Winterhome. No doubt, it's a city much like ours. We can see the top of a generator, but it's turned off, perhaps for maintenance. Well, I'm going to play as I have been so far, which is... I'm going to hit the coal mine. Because there's signs of activity. So I'm going to send them out. And I still want to get an additional team. I seem to recall I finished that. This report where the station got people talking. They're frightened of such an important facility was apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation of London was a good idea. A few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. We'll have answers soon enough, and we've lost a bit more hope. Oof. But I can create an additional scout team, which I will immediately deploy to... Oh, it'll take 2 days to get out that far. It's pretty far, that, actually. In fact, I'm going to deploy it... Yeah, I'll just send it out. Actually, no. Because it's so close, unless it reveals something else out there, I'm not going to bother. Storage limit oh. The coal thumper's overdone it, and I've got too much coal just lying there now, apparently. Oh, that poor coal thumper. Still, to be fair, we did work out the end of last time that it's actually producing enough for 3 gathering posts right now, so... Might as well build an additional gathering post out there.
The work shift starts.
Okay, and we want our workers. We've still got 50 odd people not doing anything right now. If only we had more steel. Actually, speaking of, wait, what are you not doing anything? You are storage near capacity, so you're stopping because we don't have enough storage. Alright, we need storage. Where am I going to put some storage? I suppose... Well, I can put something out there, I guess. But I've got some advanced stuff that needs to go into that. Is that a coal section there? No. Is there any more steel sections? No. Whoops. Okay. I just need more storage space, quite honestly. I'm producing a little bit too much. Not that that's really a bad thing, is it? Well, they say it's not a bad thing. I'm thinking put it there. Yeah, that'll do. Just put one there at the end of that road, right near some stuff. Factory. Factory. Okay. That one's an outpost lift. Oh. But more importantly, we've got the factory now. Ha. A place where automatons and all highly advanced devices are produced. Has a decent base heating rating of 2. Where can I put this thing? Where should I put this thing? That's the real question. I was planning on saving this spot here for an additional coal thumper, but, well, it keeps on going on about... Oh, well, there's some resource sources there if I put it. I was going to have an additional coal thumper here, but the fact is that we're going to upgrade that, so it'll need more gathering huts. So there is an advanced version as soon as I research it. So I'm thinking maybe maybe put it out here. I mean, there's actually some resource sites here. Block a place. Yeah, put it out here on the outskirts. So that should be good. Put it out there. Oh. Just use our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component for advanced technology. We can't manufacture them in the city. Let's hope our scouts find them during expeditions. Awesome. I just want to start building my own automatons. Okay, we're at the coal mine. Automated. Its engine is pressurized, but the mining has stopped. The snow around it is untrodden, and an eerie silence hangs in the air. Oh, I followed the smoke hoping for peoples. Operational until very recently. The machinery isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. Only take the store coal. We get 346 coal. Only resource type was taken. We'll be able to restart the mine later. Or I can take it apart. I'll get lots of metal, wood, random thing there, and 2 steam cores. I'm guessing I can revisit this and take it apart later if I wish to, so I'm going to leave it at least intact. No point in squandering a nice advanced facility like that. Then go to Winterhome, which takes 20 hours, so yeah, it was a good idea to leave my other group there. That's absolutely fine.
Finish your labors, people. The
Wait, Book of Laws. I keep forgetting about the Book of Laws. Let's see. I've still not had anyone die yet, which I think is a good thing. An outpost mine. Oh, okay. So I need that for an outpost then. Child labour, all jobs. I kind of wish I could change the child labour law a little bit at this point, because I don't need it anymore. I only needed it right when I started. Extra rations for the ill or overcrowding. Should use them fully even if we have to put patients on the floor. Doubles capacity. Using the extra capacity will cause discontent, and discontent will rise slightly anyway. Or extra rations for the ill. Use extra rations in medical facilities to speed up recovery. I am fine for food. I'll grab that one. Please, thank you.
new law. A new law has passed.
Also, did I forget to... No, tech has completed. I just didn't tell it to do anything else. What do I need for that? Metal. I need a better way to get metal. I think a steam steelworks is probably best. Yeah, steam steelworks. How are you doing? That sawmill, I'll be able to take that out soon, and I'll be able to put in an additional steelworks over there. So that's good. Why are you unhappy? Resource storage not specified. What? Wait, they have to be specified? Well, this one's general storage, this. So I have to tell it what I want it to hold more of. Well, right now I've got coal for... how long? 2 days worth of coal in stock. So let's actually be sensible here. Me being sensible. And tell it to store coal. So that'll let me store... ooh. maybe about 6 or 8 days worth. 6 to 8 days worth of stuff. Also, I need more hunting as well. Oh, food is actually... Oh, incoming temperature drop too. Right, where's the medical tents? Do I have to tell them to... Yep, double ration. I'm actually bad on food. I didn't realise. Let's see, 5 engineers to get started on that. You guys are going to work on a automaton. 100 steel. Oh, I need steel. But I need more hunters though. I think that's a given. 20 per day. This place requires 20 per hour. How many hunters have I even got? 10, 20, 30, 40 of those. I can do more than this. I've got 40 out of a possible 100 for my current cookhouse. So I should go ahead and... Oh, there's an extra rank of the city out here that I've not got in use yet, actually. Yeah. Okay. Extra hunters. You will all hunt for me. Because I command it. Greenhouse gives me 30 food per day. That's only 50% more, Lollard. It's 50% greater than what these hunters' huts do. And at the same time, it needs a steam core to do it as well. So it's not much of an advantage, especially when I've got enough people free to actually put them into these places. Still though, look at that factory. I'm loving the look of that factory. It's just looming over everyone else, really. And I really want to get in production, but I just don't have any steel. And this thing's only going at 9 an hour. It's going to take a while to... Actually, you know what? It's cleaned out the trees nearby, so I can actually move that. Yeah, I can remove that. Hello? Who are you? Oh. Man from Windhome. We found an exhausted man at the edge of the city. He said he came from Windhome, a settlement located not far from here, and he was the last survivor. Windhome is dead. Everyone's dead. There's no hope for survival in this accursed wasteland. You're all doomed. You must escape. Those were his last words. My scouts were about to hit Windhome, actually. They're almost there, and apparently he's missed them and gone past the other way. So we are alone. News has shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here. People living normal lives in homes heated by generators, but we are alone. Hope falls. Okay. That is, can't be the only ones out here, actually. Windhome has fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as news of the fate of Windhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I'm just giving them on purpose. Okay. You say, please do order. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. We must unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into chaos that consumed Winterhome. Faith or order? Yeah, I think I kind of want to keep control of this. We can pull them out of this, but faith and spiritual strength, I'll save that for my own playthrough, I suppose. If Lollard's asking for order. Upper Law's purpose. Okay, we have a purpose. Neighborhood watch. We need to mobilize and stand together to help people in need and protect them from troublemakers. New building, watchtower. Watchtowers increase the hope of people living nearby. You have to build 2 watchtowers. Yes, please. Okay.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Oh, jeez. I'm glad I had so much hope stored up. That has been absolutely destroyed. Also, an adult died. Modifiers last 24 hours. An adult died and the fall of Winterhome. That is a mess, that. Okay, order. Watchtower. It's a small building. No, it won't quite fit. It won't quite fit there. Oh, we got a thing. Hang on. The first death. One of our people has died. Sickness, accidents, and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in the SARS world. We need a way to dispose of the body. Unfortunately, I can't sign something else just yet, but apparently now that is a factor. So that guy turning up and dropping dead on my doorstep is also the first death I've had in this. There's a lot of housing going up around. This is my main housing district after all, this part. So I want a watchtower in here, which will give a bit of benefit to everyone involved. The problem is it doesn't fit very well. So I guess well, all the housing is around here. Let's demolish you. Okay. We need more housing, so let's go to bunkhouse. Another row of bunkhouses going in. Just to make sure. There. Extend that one out all the way across as well. And then we can put a watchtower right in the middle of that. But it says we need 2 though. So the second one I think should go kind of over here. Because there is actually some housing and stuff going on over here as well. So let's put that there. Because then we can fit another house in there as well. Excellent. That'll do. The unconvinced wants to leave. So you convince the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They've come to try and change my mind. You say order will save us? Nonsense. What are we going to orderly decide? What? Are we going to orderly decide who to eat first when we start to starve? I'm not that bad for food, thank you. Flipping out. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down. I'm going to keep us alive. The Londoners. People are divided. Some of them are so scared they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. They'll try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. Well, my discontent is non-existent, pretty much. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage this discontent to guide the city through the looming social crisis. You must all stay, or else. I've just got to rebuild hope, which is kind of sucky, but hey. Fuck out. The cookhouse is functioning. That's alright. I just want metal. Alright, so, actually. Yeah, like, a couple of hours later, my scouts are reaching Winterhome. Ah. Just a couple of hours later. Still, it kind of sucks that Winterhome seems to be gone. Okay, you're waiting. What's going on over there? Climbed to the edge of the city, stood there speechless, staring at the scene of devastation. It's a city of the dead. Most of the buildings are destroyed and the generator has exploded. Okay. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The city chronicle describes a shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy. Fights for dwindling resources and the eventual starvation. Last entry, God forgive us, we are eating our dead. there is no hope. Site discovered, Freshwater Springs and American Camp. 2 steam cores. May they rest in peace. But yeah, the generator went boom, and that was the heart of the city. Oh, I'm actually glad I held Squad 2 back, actually. Because now we know there's Winter Home. Freshwater Springs, we can deploy Squad 1 to check out. Glimmer of sun reflecting on the water. Unfrozen water here points to the presence of Freshwater Springs. Let's check that. And because we didn't bother to send out Squad 2, we can actually send it to the American camp, which is near us. That was convenient, actually, that. I just need to try and do something about all of this stuff. Like, start deploying. Who's left? We've got massive numbers of idle engineers, apparently. Okay, I need to deploy the engineers somewhere. Got children working in that one. Workers, pull them out and put the engineers into that post. Engineers to that post. You know what, heck with it, Gemma. I'll pull the kids out and put engineers into that post as well. Because I need workers to operate these hunting huts. So that. I'll also set engineers, I think, into the steelworks as well. As much as I can. Oh, not quite enough. I didn't realise that I was going to be sending everyone out without enough. I don't have enough workers for this. I built too many things. Let's... okay, steam steelworks. Okay, I can upgrade my steelworks. That's been demolished, so I can actually get another steelworks as well, but... Right, so what do I do with the steelworks then? Do I have to upgrade it flat out? I do, don't I? Shoot Cyan for the 10 millionth dimension. Gee, thanks for that, Skypian. Oh well. 70 steel per workday, compared to 40 for the regular one. And it's a bit more expensive, but I can do that. And yeah, I have to build it over the existing one. Unfortunately, that's eaten up my steel reserve as well.
End of shift. Go rest
Okay.
all you can.
Cold homes. Let's heat some homes. Let's heat all homes. Start heating 8 cold homes within 24 hours, then keep them heated for 2 days. I'm burning coal. So... I'm burning coal like there's no tomorrow, but I've got coal like there's no tomorrow as well. So, you know, let's set all the homes on fire, then everyone will be nice and toasty. Let's see. What homes are cold? Tent. Oh, the bunkhouses over there are chilly, are they? Alright. What about these? Those are medical posts that... Oh, those are chilly as well. Right, I'm in the middle of a cold snap, aren't I? Well, the medical posts I can deal with just by kicking in the heaters. So that'll help with those, at least. That bunkhouse is livable. -2 from weather, +2 from insulation, +1 from heating zone. Why are you guys chilly? All right. Secure at least 8 livable living conditions in 8 homes. Oh, I need livable conditions. Livable conditions. I think that means I need to build some additional things, don't I? That's tech. I need some additional steam hubs, but that needs steel. I don't have the steel for it. That's why I'm building these steelworks. Jeez. I also think I should pull the automaton off there and throw him into one of these hubs. Because at least I can send... No, I can't send kids to work in that, never mind. I have to get the kids out into these gathering posts then, actually. Sorry, I just pulled you guys out there, trying to let you guys live happily, but I have to send you back in. So, yep, sucks to be you guys. Oh well. Right, Freshwater Springs. Several pools are kept from freezing by hot springs deep underground. Patches of hardy lichen cling to the bare rock on their edges. Good place for hideouts. Yeah, I mean, if there's warmth, then that's one of the key things to keep people alive, isn't it? Degenerated but alive. Near the Freshwater Springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. They are a sorry sight and seem completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Asked what kept them from starving. They look away, then mumble something about eating lichen. Given the report from Winterhome, I don't quite believe that. Yeah, the automaton keeps walking on the houses. So we've got 22 survivors and 7 kids. So I really want to escort these guys. And in fact, this scout crew has got a lot of resources, so yeah, I'm going to recall them. Bring the survivors back. Now we've got Snowcliff and Frozen Grove out there as well. A small grove of several dozen trees and a tall cliff with a hole in it, and it's inhabited. See a lone figure. Okay. Maybe I should have actually sent the scout on ahead. I mean, I can point the way back to my city pretty well, I suppose, but yeah. I don't really know. Anyway, tech. We need to be researching something. Tech. We've got steel steelworks. Sorry, steam steelworks. A wall drill. I don't have iron. Steam coal thumper for the upgrade there. Resource depot upgrade. 50% more. It looks like what I need though is... Oh, the bunkhouse leads to cookhouse installation. I'm not quite sure I follow the logic of that one. Power upgrade. I need metal for all of these now, actually. The lack of metal is actually hurting a lot more than I thought. No metal, no metal, no metal, no metal, no metal. Oh, no, I've already got that one. Never mind. Yeah, I just don't have any metal, so I can barely research anything right now. So, I'm going to have to go with making my scout teams move faster. What a shame. Logic? Yeah, I do question what this logic thing is that people speak of sometimes. It sounds extremely strange to me. I think I need metal to get the second watchtower out as well. London. Oh, 36 people want to go back to London. I'm working on it, you guys. Seriously. I just don't have any metal. Kind of sucks like, ooh. And suddenly things catch fire. Aha.
There's plenty to do.
Let's make sure that I've got everyone in here as much as possible. But those things are seriously impressive though. They're just throwing trees into it. Basically, they're just like, yeah, they're just trying to dump trees into something over there, I think. Not sure what. Yeah, oh, they're dumping trees into the smelting furnace. No, it's not, no. Dumping trees, no. They're dumping ore into it. That's actually the guiding wheels on those things. Never mind. Don't mind me, I'm a complete and utter dummy sometimes, I suppose. I can build the watchtower though. Get the second watchtower, which I'll place in this area here. That will get that sorted out. I need 5 people to man the watchtower. Alright. Send 5 engineers out there, but I'm almost out of people to actually have to do things. Which is kind of unexpected actually, but it's happening. I need to get an automaton. 1 automaton from 100 steel, 100 wood, 50 coal and a steam core. Actually, wood's running a bit low as well. I've got... the only thing I don't have really is the steel. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I love about this. As I said last time, it's just like... It's the visual design. What they've done to it. How it all looks. They've done the steampunk stuff so friggin' well. Pardon any inferred language there, but it's true. They've done an awesome job with it. And I'm going to keep on saying they've done an awesome job with it until I get sick of saying so. Which I don't foresee happening. So, yeah, there you go. I'm going to keep on saying this game looks absolutely beautiful. I'm looking forward to Project. I think it's Project Red's next game as well. That oh, 1x people ignored. What? They also need corpse disposal, but that's not done yet. I think maybe that's why it says someone's been ignored. Cold at home, bad food. My food stocks are actually maxing out right now. Where's the cookhouse? Cookhouse, I want you to make standard meals, please. We've got the supplies. We can do that. Child climbing the generator slipped and fell, but was thankfully caught by a neighbourhood watch member who was on patrol nearby. He then also escorted the child back to his mother and gave them both a good talking to. It could have ended with a broken leg or worse if it weren't for our watchmen, a neighbour commented. We're lucky to have them. Yes. See, I know best. I know best, definitely. But hope is still absolutely down the drain. Okay, let's get that watchtower active. As promised, I've done it. Aha. Ooh, big chunk of hope back. But I need to get homes livable though. Which is going to be hard because I'm in the middle of a cold snap actually. Scouts are 50% faster. Excellent. But I'm in the middle of a cold snap, so that's going to cause problems for keeping places warm. I really need to get just an additional thing out. Ah, someone's waiting. Ah, the American camp. There's not a living soul in the camp. We found a dozen emaciated bodies. Surprisingly, most of them were amputees fitted with prostheses. Ooh. Explore the city. Starved Americans. Camp was well supplied with everything except for food. Searching for the tents, we found more victims of Hunter. Most of them badly worn, but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol. Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Or take them, well, bunch of metal and a steam core. Yes, please. But we've also got temporary settlements. No smoke or other signs of life. Looks well kept, but temporary. Yeah, continue out that way, please. Well, that scout's still on the way back. If I click on this snow cliff, we can still see a lone figure bustling about over there. Okay. Hope? What is that? Well, actually, Skypian, I had tons of hope. Right up until I discovered my fellow city. And then that almost hit zero. So, yeah. It tore a massive amount of hope away from me in a few moments. Can't do that. Can I do anything? No. Okay, I'm going to shut down my labs, at least right now, until I get some metal built back up. Because I don't have any, really. I'm working on it, but I don't really have much.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Oh. I was too... Oh! I was trying to do it. Unfortunately, it got... I didn't realise how long it was taking. Look at my discontent. Jeez. My poor people. I didn't mean to break my promise to you people. I swear, I didn't mean to. Let's unassign engineers from those because I want them doing other things. Actually, I've got metal now. I should probably actually do that. There is still a little bit of hope, but look at that discontent bar. That has gone massively high. There is a sliver of hope left, literally, yeah. This is the first promise I've failed to deliver on as well. You didn't get a notification. Well, I put out notifications on... Let me check something. YouTube, please tell me I didn't forget to put the notification video out. I don't know. I also put in I scheduled something on those where... Oh, blast it. Right. I was so focused on trying to do everything I forgot to put out the video notice that I was actually doing it. Ugh. Don't break a promise. Yeah. If you're promising people things, make sure you can get it right. Okay, I need to get into adaption though. And do I want a cemetery or corpse disposal? Cemetery, hope will rise slightly, no risk of disease from unburied bodies. Each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours. Okay, let's have to establish. Hope will rise. Hope will fall, discontent will rise. Corpse disposal would be the more useful, I think, because it's like, it's hard, so resources are at a premium, but I have no hope. I've got to give them hope. I've got to treat the dead with respect.
Hear me, hear me.
Oh, that's gone. That's done a lot to help me recover my hope, actually. Also, I need to select a tech. That's what I was doing. You got a notification from somewhere, but can't remember where. Well, I put out 2 notifications. I put one out on Twitch, one out on YouTube. And there was supposed to be that video notice going up as well when I started, but I forgot to switch it over to public mode. So, my bad on that one. That's a thing I did. I think steam sawmills. Yeah, let's do that. Also, why are you at 0%? Absent. Why is that saying 0% though? It's kind of weird. Oh well, let's see about actually getting people some heating then. And we also need the cemetery. Only be one cemetery in the city. Maybe put that near the housing then. That stuff just won't fit in these spots, will they? It's the same size as the housing. Let's leave that because that's a slightly bigger spot there. Let's put it over here actually, next to this watchtower. Is it Twitch because you only just got the YouTube one? YouTube is being up to its usual sterling self, I see. Oh, jeez. Scouts have returned with a lot of people. Alright, thank you. Oh, and now we've got homeless. We need more bunkhouses then. Right, where am I going to put some bunkhouses? I mean, this is all a bit of a jumble over here, actually, so... let's continue along here. I need to put down at least 3 spots, though. I wish these things would line up properly, but they kind of aren't. Yeah, they kind of aren't lining up properly. I think it's because it's just because of the curved nature I expect, but that's causing a few issues as well, just getting things to fit. Food supply is okay. I've got okay food coming through, so that's all okay. I've got a sawmill over here which I can now actually staff, so that'll work. And are you guys actually working on what? Oh, they're actually working on an automaton right now. So I'm going to get another robot soon. Oh wait, yeah, I've got people waiting. Right, group 1, I want you guys to head out to the cliff because we can see a lone figure. So, out you go. And the other ones, which are following the trail of the Americans, settlement seems to have been abandoned, completely empty. An upright boulder stands at its centre. Centre of settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly hewn plain face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City." Traces of another city. Okay. We won't touch the monument, but we decided to dismantle the huts for wood. Walled colony and fishing village. Frozen sea reflections visible there. Could be open water. Right. And sizable settlement surrounded by a low wall made of stone, ice, and snow. No movement, no smoke. Well, there's no sign of any activity over here except for the glistening of water, so I'm going to move after the wall colony first, I think. still, a lot of this is not going as well as it used to, especially since I've actually managed to chew through my resources as well. Cemetery. Established. We've got somewhere we can put the dead to rest. Hope rises. Discontent massively fallen. Ha! Take that, Londoners. See, I'm not so bad. I'm not so bad at all. If it wasn't for the arbitrary time limits, then, you know, I'd be doing absolutely fine. By the way, that is one thing I do know. The fact that the events that I send my scouts to, they change based on how long it is that it's taking me to get to them. So places where I've been finding survivors, like I've been finding some survivors barely alive in a number of cases. If I take too long to get there, then I'd only find corpses. And I think the Winterhome, that a man from Winterhome staggered in. I think that might have been because I took time getting there. Because it happened when my scouts were literally hours away from Winterhome. So that took a while as well. How are you doing without automaton? Almost there. Aha! Yes, it just drops out. Built to serve. I just got an achievement. Then it locks the legs onto it. And it unfurls and emerges. And expands to its full height. Welcome to the world, the Mark IV Icelander. That is your name, apparently. Okay, what do I want you doing? I think I actually want that guy working on the steelworks. So, sure. Let's pull the people out of there and set an automaton to that one. Go forth, Icelander. You have work to do. I just love those things. They are awesome. Honestly, whoever designed these things did such a great job. But that means I'll be getting an automatic supply of iron, which is admittedly not as efficient as if I had people doing it, but it will still be running 24 hours a day, pretty much. So that'll keep it going quite nicely. Fundamental research. An engineer is asking for a day off to study an automaton closely. The automatons can be improved. They may be the pinnacle of our technology, but if we learn how to make them, we can surely learn how to make them better. If I take a closer look at any machine, I can figure out how to improve its performance. Why should it be any different with them? Engine won't be available for 24 hours, or just time to get back. Yeah, study these things. If we can add shiny bells and whistles to these guys, then I'm all for it. Look at him wandering out among the trees. What's he doing out there? Oh, no. He's just working out how to get to his assigned workplace, I suppose. But he's going to assimilate the building as soon as he gets there. We don't have a very good view of it because it's a perimeter building, I suppose, but he's going to do it. So, how will you interface with the building? Turns around. Okay. Now he's getting positioned on the roof, setting his arms into it, and now there we go. The automaton is now full production. Awesome. Steam sawmill, high efficiency wood processing. And you are waiting. Exile colony. Numerous snow shelters are expertly built from blocks of hard-packed snow huddled around a cold, burned-out campfire. A deathly silence hangs over the colony. We might find survivors. Some of exiles are still alive, just barely. We can try to bring them back to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying hold a diary to the chest. We read the last entry. Exile from Tesla City, with food and fuel running out. We sent the strongest among us to search for help. They are our last hope. We're afraid these refer to the poor Yankees we buried. There is a lot of people there. I can let them die. I can send them. I can bring them back, or I can rob them of all of their supplies. The scouts will rob the dying exiles and then leave them to die. I'd get a lot of extra material if I did that, actually. But And if I leave them, they'll die anyway. So I can kill them by ignoring them, I can rob them, and that'll kill them as well. Or I can bring them back and I don't get the materials, but I get a lot of people. Bring them back. We pulled the dying exiles from their snow houses and prepared them for the journey to our city. Some of them stirred from their death-like slumber to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We couldn't tell them the truth. Not yet. Aww. Yeah, I mean, the other two options were just flat out kill them, basically. Got a tech, though. Right, what we do? Let's get a... Well, resources are proving a bit of an issue, still. Food is doing okay right now, I think. Yeah, food we're maxed out on, actually. Prepared food. So, can't we do anything to help us? We could do a wall drill for getting some extra lumber. We've still got a lot of wood around the place that we're working on, though. We can boost the coal thumper to boost our coal supply, which is actually maxed out now. 1,800 coal will last us 4 days. We're burning a lot of that stuff. Still, we've got plenty lying around. Or get an outpost depot. Outpost teams to establish permanent resource outposts far away from the city and maintain connections with them. Tempting. Or how about this? Let's go to tier 4. Sorry, tier 3. Let's upgrade. Give me upgrades. Give me upgrades. I think I need to pull the automaton off the coal thumper, actually.
Finish your labors, people. The workday is up.
Because quite honestly, it's on there, and it's doing its task, but I just can't store the coal it's throwing out. It's generating too much coal. Also, apparently, it was doing that while I left the heater in the coal thumper turned on. Whoops. Oh well. Turn that off. Let's get that back. Let's get standard workers back in there. So we've now got an automaton which I've disconnected from that, which I need to put somewhere. Concerned about low temperatures in their homes again. Discontent. 11 combs. This is the same one as before, but let's be a bit more cautious about it. Let's heat some homes. Heat 5 homes. Oh no, now it's telling me 6 homes. Darn it. You changed your mind, didn't you? Okay, let's see. Bunkhouses. Do I have any tents left? Yeah, I've got some. Let's get those tents built out, at least. So they're going to be heated up a bit better. What am I out of? Wood? No, I'm out of metal. Of course I am. So I pulled that off. So it's going to wander off to somewhere near the heart of the city, I'm guessing. Could I? Oh, I can't tell the automaton to work at the tavern. What a shame. There is that lone sawmill out there, though. Yeah, let's get the automaton out there actually and turn the heater off as well. That way it's not needed and that will keep on going. So actually, I think I could upgrade that if I could afford it. Can I? Not quite. Oh, I need more steam. Oh well, that's all fine. Where are those guys going? Oh wait, that's the hunters. Never mind. There's a lot of people sick, though. Why are you guys all sick? Why are you all sick? Why are so many people sick suddenly? Oh, it must be because of the cold in the homes. Oh. Everything is livable, which has a low risk of getting ill, but there's a lot of people, so a lot of them are getting sick. Oh, right. I need that steam hub there. And I need it to heat the homes around here. That's one, right? Yeah, that's one. Let's put you there then. So that way that will help. Yeah, the automaton can't serve you beer. Horribly broken game. 0 out of 10. Actually, where's the cemetery? Does the cemetery need workers? I don't think it does, but where did I put that? I put it over here, didn't I? Yeah, there it is. Doesn't need workers. Alright, so you can't send an automaton to work in the cemetery either. To process all the dead bodies for the machine god. And all that jazz. No, that's just getting morbid, isn't it? Never mind. But with that, when that kicks in, that will allow some heat to help out with all this stuff that's going on. At least. Yeah, okay, that's on. So what's that done to the temperature map? Okay, so... Oh, that's actually done it. Turning that heater on has improved the heat in the area. So that's been ticked now. So that means that all bunkhouses except for this one here are actually at livable temperature.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
This is actually turning into a real proper city, isn't it? Chant to the machine god. Yes. Let's see how this goes through the workday. Because if it works okay, actually, we don't need one of these. Scouts have returned with many people. Okay. 27 people. Yeah, look at that discontent. The discontent is what's needed for people to keep joining the Londoners, really. And I put a stop to that. Definitely turn you off. So there we go. The sawmill has stopped because my reserves are full. Which means that the... Can the automaton work in research? I don't think it can. No, it can't. I'm running out of places to send the automaton, actually. Because I'm full on wood. I'm okay for coal, and it did too much on the coal, actually. I just want to get the wood cleaned out so I can actually go and do stuff with it. Maybe I should put the automaton to work on the other steel mill. Yeah, let's do that. So you stop. You guys turn on the heat, and you get your workers back. We've got enough workers to actually turn on all of the hunting now, so that's going. And the automaton will be sent to help make more steel. Oh, and I can turn off that heater as well. We don't need that. Right. I keep leaving things on. But anyway, we need another 3 houses, though. This is not what I meant to do. I want that button. Houses! We need to get the people thoroughly housed. Which means it's going to have to go over here, actually. Around this heater. Maybe not quite. We're going to need the road. This is going to use up some wood, so we could use a resource storage for wood as well. Okay, and can I fit a resource storage in there? Hopefully I can. Then I could store some more wood. Oh, it's the same size. I could actually I could fit some in next to the next to these steamworks. Yeah, like that. But of course, there is still the fact that it's like having some issues because of the grid. So attach it like that, and then that's gone through there. So I'll go ahead and attach it through there, and through there, and that'll sort that out. Okay, we have more housing going up. For all of the Americans which I just brought in. Also, got to remember, send my scout crew back out. I keep losing track of things. And the only other place for them to go is that fishing village, so off you go, please. Just go find out what's happening over there. While the automatons work to gather the materials to make more of their kind. It's machineception going on, really. Wait, what's happened? Oh, people. The test subject. The engineer working the automaton project is back. He wants to borrow an automaton. I'm close to a breakthrough. I just need an automaton for a day, and I'll be able to propose specific modifications that will raise their performance permanently. Give him an automaton for 24 hours. That's fine. That's okay. I was just moving it around because I wasn't sure where to put one anyway, but you know, I'll just sign some engineers to take his place and get that place running again. That's absolutely fine. Also, I'll tell these guys to build another automaton as soon as they get a chance to. Mechanical calculus. Okay, we've got tech. Right. What do I need most? Oh, actually, I need an infirmary because I think I've got some critical ill people which are not doing anything. But I didn't notice that I have to do the medical upgrade first. I don't actually need an automaton. Hey, the more I've got around, the more stuff I can do. They're useful that way, actually. Streamlined prosthesis. Prosthesis will cost... Wait, prosthesis? I don't have the ability to make prosthesis, do I? Streamlined automatons will cost 20 wood and steel less to make. Or integration. Improves the workplace integration of automatons, boosting their efficiency to 70% instead of 60%. Ooh, that one sounds very useful. More stuff. But what else can I do? I'm living with no real improvements to my heat capability, actually. I just didn't realise it until now. I've still only got level 1 upgrades in heat, and I'm quite alive. Prosthesis, though. Right now, it's useful, but you don't have anything that's stopping you from sending it to an improvement. Exactly, yeah, that's why I sent it. I think maybe I should try and get the infirmary out. Oh, apparently I can mechanise the infirmary as well. Cool. I can also get houses, which what are they like? 10 people, well protected from the weather. I think that will help, actually. Well protected would probably mean that they've got like, well, basic 10 is +1 from the ambient temperature. Bunkhouse is +2. If I get a regular house, that would probably be a +3. And I can upgrade them later. House redesign. But let's actually care for my people and get medical stuff sorted out. And yeah, that's still that lone thumper is still producing too much coal for me.
Workday ends. It's off time.
6 hungry. Why do I have hunger? Seriously, why do I have hunger? Also, where's that automaton one? Oh wait, no. The 2 automatons are right there. just restoring themselves. Oh, that's the one that's not. That's the one that is being modified. Oh yeah. Honestly, I really should have maybe turned this up in terms of difficulty. Oops. And the moment I say that, I get 10 people sick outside of my hospitals. I need that infirmary. I really do. What's happened? Ah. Writing on the wall. Captain, someone's defaced the walls with predictions of doom for our city. This is troubling. People already fear we'll share Windhome's fate, and scared minds are swayed by even the smallest of nudges. Hope will fall, or hope will fall slightly. Well, this is basically defacing stuff, and it's like, you know, let's just remove it. Let's send the watchman to remove that. I don't want to leave that around the place. Also, I need to assign these to storage buildings. Let's see. I want one on wood. So, I can store some wood. And I think we probably have one on food rations as well. We've never had any problem with raw food stocks because we're cooking all the food we get. Basically, so. But I think we're actually maxed out in terms of that. But we just need to be able to store more food for everyone. Like this one, the 2 of these hunters' huts are not actually working at full capacity because of people being sick. Yep, that's okay. But yeah, I don't see any reasons why I can't keep on surviving like this. None at all. Because I am living just fine. Except for the fact that there's a lot of people which are out sick. Right, okay. Got a scout. Scouts, where have you
Time
gone?
to get to work.
The hole in the smoke features a small chamber. Someone lives here, but the lonely human figure we saw from far has disappeared. Might be the sole survivor. Might be the sole survivor of Winterhome. What? The sole survivor of Winterhome came to our city and died. Maxine Fires knows found a dying scientist who fled Winterhome after the starving city fell into chaos. Its leader, an army captain, appointed himself as absolute ruler. Sounds like a man after my own heart, there. Tried to impose order using force. I've got my watchman. Plenty of people deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. Shrouded Cave. Alright, let's... A faint wisp of smoke coming from here. Sure, check it. Also, I keep forgetting about the Book of Laws. I should keep doing that. Purpose. Morning gatherings or guard stations? Morning gathering. We'll gather each morning to make sure that goals and priorities for the day are clear to everyone. Each morning gathering will slightly increase hope. Yep. More hope. I'm down for that.
Hear me,
Absolutely
hear
fine.
me. New law in the city.
Also, apparently this road does not quite connect to this storehouse here. And so begins the transformation of our city into a garrison. We can use a reminder of what we're fighting for every day. I want to demolish this road actually because it's like not doing anything. There we go. I build a road up the side of the steelworks instead. Still, I think the number of sick is actually slightly concerning. Do I have any more spaces where I could put things? Not really. Well, not heated anyway. I think I need to put down another medical post though. Oh, no, there's a bit of space over there actually. Let's put down 2 more medical posts. Like that. And then connect it through there. And then I can use that to try and deal with this, because I've got a lot of people who are just absolutely sick and not doing anything. Medical post upgrade, 10% faster healing. Excellent. Right, give me infirmaries, please. I want to lock up people in the madhouse. Oh, infirmary actually needs a steam core. That's a high-tech building. I'm okay with that, actually. What was that? A new automaton has been built. Oh, yep, here comes the next machine. Unfortunately, I can't put an automaton on the factory itself. That is a mistrick. Maybe I can upgrade them to do that later. I hope I can. Okay, we've got the Flying Scot as our new automaton. So, okay. This steel steamworks, let's take that engineer off there and assign the automaton to it. So the automatons are again making all of the steel in the city, because that is absolutely a safe thing to do. That's all fine. And I think I should probably put down some steam sawmills. Oh, hello. The engineer working on the automaton sent his report. He broke the automaton he borrowed. Now he wants a steam core. Oh, darn it. Okay. The damage hasn't been for nothing. We can fix the broken machine, and on top of that, we can now adjust the automatons to make them work faster. The engineer's busy again now, but he said he's onto something really exciting. Cool. Give him a steam core. We'll use 1 steam core. The efficiency of automatons will rise by 5%, and we get a slight bit of discontent. Can't afford it. The automaton project will end. Efficiency of automatons will just rise by 5%. Or we can tell them we can't afford it. Do that later. Yeah, darn it, Steve. Basically, he broke the central core of the automaton. But on the bright side, he's made them a bit more effective. So I'll give him a steam core. I've got 3 left over, even with the automatons I've built so far. Oh, you're waiting for me. Okay. Children's hideout. Hideout for some children who were evacuated from Winterhome. There are no adult survivors here. We should talk to the kids. Oh my. We talked to the children in their hideouts. They said that one night their teachers and some hunters took them out from Winterhome. on a secret adventure. Teacher told them we're going to stay here for a while, then the food ran low. Their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. Seems the kids were evacuated in time before things in the city got really ugly. 34 kids. Let them die, send them, or escort. It is. You'd think that, like, Skypian, but the problem is that I can't make replacement steam cores. I can only find them out here in the wilderness. I can't actually make those. So the steam cores, unless I find a way to make them, are a finite resource, and I've got very few of them. Ah, sweet, sweet chemicals. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can gather and make every other resource. It's just steam cores are in very limited supply. I mean, yeah, I've literally got 3 in storage. I've got 2 which I've built into automatons. I've got the one that I gave to Steve when he broke the automaton he was working on. And there was that mine station that I found out there in the Great Big White, which I could dismantle to get a steam core out of that. But yeah, I just don't have. And yeah, I have a very finite number of steam cores. Also, I'm giving all of my sick people double rations to just try and get over this massive number of people that are ill right now. So all of my medical posts, I'm telling them to use double rations.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Requires raw food. I'm still not getting enough raw food, apparently. Sweet. Right, let's see. So, 4 raw food for 2 raw rations. I need to work that out. Could not, because it doesn't have any food. Should I build another automaton or just not? I need to get hope up though. I don't think I can build anything else. Because fighting arenas only lower discontent. They don't actually give me any hope. And I can only build 1 pub, so that can't be used to get people absolutely drunk out of their minds, so they forget about things, unfortunately. Don't need any of this stuff anymore. I've got the watchtowers, which most of the city is actually covered by watchtowers. Oh, we've got scouts waiting. The fishing village. Hot Springs keeps a tiny patch of sea from freezing here. The Americans used this opportunity to set up a fishing village, and it's deserted now. Okay. Used to supply Tesla City with food. Searching it, we found a letter. Mike, don't return to the city. Tesla is a madman. He cast out all the amputees and all the sick. Jerry's parents and old Beth are among them. There will be blood, that's for sure, and soon. The village was left in order. We can send a team here to start fishing. I can dismantle that to get 2 of those precious steam cores and some wood and a random thing. But if I leave it intact, I still get the 2 steam cores. So yeah, I'll leave that intact so I can actually get an outpost team out here later, I think. If I'm understanding things. But next to it, we found Tesla City. Ah. Okay. So apparently Tesla City, there's still something there. A large settlement. Numerous buildings are dimly visible through a shining dome of electrical discharge that is projected over the town. Interesting. Okay, I want to know what's going on there. If there's shiny things, then that means I want to go and see what it is. Quite honestly. Also, I've actually got plenty of steel now. Oh, I've got so much steel right now. But I'm still very much in recovery mode for after the shock of what happened to Winterhome. Let's see. I'm okay for all of the resources right now. Oh wait, there's something I can do actually, which is upgrade my sawmills to steam class sawmills. And I also need a sawmill over there as well, actually. I'm just lucky these things don't run off a power grid or something, because otherwise I'd be... I promised and delivered. Hope rises. Aha. Only a small amount, but every little helps, because I'm trying to claw it back. Yeah, shiny. What interests me is the fact it says there's an electrical field. What was that? Oh, Book of Laws. Right. Adaption. Ceremonial funerals. Those who give their lives in serving the city deserve the highest honour. We will give our dead ceremonial funerals to inspire the living. Loss of hope caused by deaths is halved. Cool. Okay. I'm looking for things that can help me out with hope, though. Like, hope will fall if I tell children they don't get any choice, they've got to work every job. Probably not a good idea. Discontent will rise slightly if I can extend the workday to 14 hours. Don't need it. Dueling law. Sometimes people will die, so I'll get more people dying. We'll reduce discontent. I don't care about discontent at all. House of Pleasure. Prostitutes can be employed in each pub to further lower discontent. Hope will fall slightly. Again, discontent. I have no problems with discontent. Oh, triage. New ability. You can use triage in medical facilities to instantly heal 2/3 of the patients. However, 1/4 of the patients will die instantly. No. No, thank you. Oh, if I go through care house, there's one there marked prosthetics. Ooh. Care house. Gravely ill are kept alive in a care house, no longer a burden of medical posts. Care house residents eat half as much. Hope will rise. Yes, please. I want all the hope I can give my people. I must show them that my way is the correct way under all circumstances. Another act of vandalism. Deface more walls, urging everyone to join them and abandon the city. Some graffiti even mocks my leadership. The curs! Hunt them down through the streets! How dare they question me? Hope will fall slightly, or hope will just fall. Well, we don't... It's not about the slurs, it's about me. It's like, can't leave it there. Fall slightly, that was actually a fair hit. Oh, another one. Watch members beaten. Members of the Neighbourhood Watch who are removing the London slogans have been assaulted. Okay. 3 days to open a guard station. Hope will rise. 3 days to open a guard station. Discontent will fall. So strike back will be discontent will fall. So don't escalate it. Hope will fall anyway. Hope actually fell a fair bit from that. I think secure the streets because, you know, we've got to keep the people happy. It's not about discontent. We've got to keep everyone safe. So, secure the streets. Build and man 2 guard stations. We just need the Book of Laws to recharge itself and then we can do things. We need revenge. Yeah, but the thing is that lowers discontent, Skypian, and we have no discontent. So, it would literally do nothing. Hope is what we need more of. And Watchman beaten greatly reduced that. Okay, someone's arrived somewhere. Who are you? What have you done? Oh, test the city. The city is modern and meticulously built. A tall tower emanates a constant barrier of lightning, deflecting the incoming snow. But nobody comes out to greet us. Ooh, that doesn't sound too good. Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold, reads the slogan above the entrance to Tesla City. A central tall tower shines with the blue glow of electrical discharges, which form a protective dome over the town. But something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying in the streets, and the stench of burned flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning streak from the tower hitting a building and leaving a gash in its roof. Site discovered, Dreadnought landing. Ooh. The scouts will try to disable the discharge, or the scouts will search for the outskirts. Either stay away from it, or actually try to go in there. I want to know what's the deal is with that tower, but it seems like it's... if I send my scouts in, it looks like I risk my scout team. And I risk losing people if I do that. So I don't know. You know what? The ability to shoot lightning would be pretty darn cool. Yeah, I agree, Skypian. Yeah, enter. I'm going in. What happens? Seen a thing or two on our lives, but nothing has ever frightened us as much as this blasted lightning. Until we figured out how to switch it off, that is. Now we're able to establish an outpost here. Ah. So they made it in, didn't get hurt, and now we can build an outpost at the city. Apparently. Alright. And it's an outpost for... steam cores? Really? I can get steam cores there, it looks like. At least that's the symbol for steam cores. If I look around... Oh, yeah, here we go. Outpost coal mine, outpost wood, outpost food, outpost steam cores. The machine empire can rise! Oh, yes. If we can keep getting steam cores here, that will be awesome. Anyway, the scouts can move on, though, to Dreadnought Landing. Along the shore of the frozen bay, we see an outline of an enormous ship. A wide lane of broken ice leads to it from the west. So I think I know where the Americans came from. So, sure, let's send our scouts to check that out. While the scouts from the other direction are still very happily bringing along the children that they rescued.
Work time. Get back to work.
Yes, get back to work, you slackers. Build me another automaton while you're at it, please. Thank you. Because we do need more. And we've still got 2 steam cores in stock. Infirmary! Yes! Okay, we can do something about the really sick people now. Oh, we also got care house, I forgot about that. Up to 20 gravely ill and amputees are cared for here at half-fat food ration. Alright, let's check temperature then. There's space here. How big is these things? The care house is actually fairly big. It's bigger than things before it. So let's actually tear down these 2 sick homes, sick places here. How big is the infirmary? Well, the infirmary is fairly bulky as well. Let's make this the healing section, actually. As soon as we get those buildings cleaned out of the way. Actually, if I demolish those as well. Yeah, if I take those down as well, then I think I can fit the infirmary in here. Yeah, I can fit the infirmary right there. How many can the infirmary hold? That holds 5 beds with 10 beds, so it's twice as that. And they are faster and can safely treat gravely ill people as well. But that fits spot on right there. That is nice. Is nice, yes. Just as soon as the stuff gets cleared out of the way. Also, I think I need to tear up the road as well. Do I need to? Yes, there's some road there which needs to be torn out. Then that is a bunkhouse. So let's go ahead and put a care house. Actually, we're going to need more. We're going to need more housing anyway. So build a bunkhouse there. Then build a care house next to it. There. And now that that's been cleaned out, we will build a infirmary. Doesn't quite fit there. Why doesn't it quite fit there? New automaton. Oh, excellent. Oh, there's a bit of road there, that's why. Okay. There we go. And then the infirmary will sit right there, right next to a steam heater. But yes, we've got a new automaton now. This one is the Light Canadian, apparently. So the Light Canadian is now out here as well, and we will get that operating one of the sawmills. Oh, we've got multiple available. Darn it. Because I wasn't keeping track, so we've actually got 2 available ones. 1, 2. We've got 4 in total. I just got an achievement, Scientific Method Volume 1. The automaton project is complete. Automatons can now be produced at a lower cost and used in medical facilities. What? We learned to modify the automatons with precision attachments, allowing them to work on the most fragile thing we know, the human body. It also turns out we can remove some non-essential parts. Automatons can now be used at medical facilities, and the cost of automatons falls by 5%. Cool. This just means that the automatons can start to harvest the humans for raw resources. I think that's how it goes, isn't it? When the machines rise and they find a use for people, they harvest us. Jeez. Well, that's the thing. Yeah. Okay, let's actually get houses. Give people some warmer places to stay at. I think as soon as the infirmary goes up, I'm going to send our spare automaton over there and have him start working. If it needs 10 people, I'll send the automaton over there. There's no reason not to. Yep, it needs 10 people. Oh, all sick people, you will be in the charge of our automaton. Which one will it be? Will it be... Yes, all our sick people, you are in charge, in the care of the Light Canadian. The Light Canadian is in charge of you and your future. Oh dear. Well, that amused me more than it should have actually, but hey, what the heck. The machine is going to assimilate the hospital. And I am quite happy about it actually. I'm just running it slow because I want to see it latch on and listen to the people screaming as their doom approaches, I think. Okay, here it goes. It's turning itself. And... yes! Embrace that hospital. Oh, they've actually returned to the city with food and children. Okay, thank you. Latch on and... yes, the hospital is now fully active. Oh dear. The care house is not connected to a road apparently. Whoops. Let's attach them like that because that is now permanent stuff. That'll deal with a lot of stuff. However, we've still got 11 people, which namely kids, which aren't actually in any kind of housing. So, we need to do something about that. So let's get some housing. Like that. Yeah, there we go. Insert machine speak here. Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at that. It's just latched on and now it's shining a bright red light in through the roof of the infirmary. So, yeah, that's good. Care house promise fulfilled. We now have a care house. Hope rises. Cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned about low temperatures in their homes. It's easy to feel ill. Let's heat some homes then. Okay. Sure. Maintain at least livable living conditions in homes. Oh, there's a 2-level cold snap coming in. Oh no. That's going to do some nasty things to it, actually. Is there a way to overdrive these things? Range setting. I can increase their range, but I can't even increase the power. That's all livable. Are you already igniting your buildings to generate more heat? Welcome to the stream, Delta. No, I've only got boilers I can engage in. Yeah, I can only use the heaters in workplaces. Homes don't actually have any, so that's a slight problem. Also, 24 people out. Well, that's why I'm building a whole load of stuff. Is seven in palliative care, 4 automatons. They're all active. Yeah, that's all going okay. But anyway, my scouts are ready for tasking as well. So let's see. This scout has come back to our city. You need to go out and check out that frozen grove, actually. And the other one is at the Dreadnought landing site. A huge ship has been dismantled here. Only its massive keel plate remains under the ice. Railroad tracks lead south. Ooh. Piece of hull bolted to a boulder. It's engraved with the following inscription. In the year 1888, the American expedition aboard Hephaestus landed here in search of a haven from the global glaciation. May God preserve the souls of our fellow countrymen who perished on the way aboard our sister ship, the Prometheus. Discovered research station and ice corridor. So that the sister ship, the Prometheus. Is there another ship out here? That's what I want to know now. Ice corridor, wide lane, crushed ice, extends the galaxy, obviously left by the dreadnoughts. Or, nod-shaped building bristling with various antennas and instruments. It looks like some kind of research lab. Sure, let's check that out. I really need to get outpost tech, actually. It's just I've not had a chance to do it. Not yet. I love the look of this game so much. Wait, why are you saying 4 out? Oh, someone's sick. Oh, I've got a lot of sick people. I've got 0 people in parallel care, though. I think that's... Yeah, I've got all of our people who are badly in bad state are now actually in the care house. I think I need to try and get prosthesis research sorted out as well, which I think I build in the factory too once I get there. But the problem is I'm about to hit a 2-level cold snap as well, which is not helpful. Not helpful at all. But as it is, I've got too many people ill. So I've actually got 12 people not actually in treatment right now. So let's actually get those 2 places sorted out. Da, 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 there we go. But yeah, if we get that sorted out, then that'll get built, and then that will be...
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Oh. It's because the cold snap hit. So the homes dropped. Final warning, people are desperate. People are talking about overthrowing you. Bereft of hope, they see no future in our city, and they blame you for that. What should we do? Requires faith keepers. Requires an active guard station. Hold on for a couple more days. Hold on for a few more days. Hold on. We're all good, guys. We're all good. I mean, in 7 more hours I can sign the law and have you all executed. Don't worry about it. Also, these places are too cold, even though they've got the heaters on. Oh, jeez. Right. So cold just went. So yeah, hope just went critical because the cold snap just came hammering in, and that yeah, the cold snap came hammering in, and that immediately dropped my temperature, and so I failed my promise to keep some houses warm. The place is freezing.
Time to get to work.
Jeez. Wait, passive. It's freezing. Turn the heater on. But that is also yeah. This cold snap has dropped everything by 2 levels, and that is massive. Luckily, I've got a ton of metals and a ton of coal, so I can at least try to warm things up. And here's hoping that the effects of these subheaters stacks. Okay, so is that stacking now? +1 from heat zone, +2 from insulation, minus... Okay, so heat zones don't actually stack. Yeah, it's all cold. And that doesn't help. All heating on. Turn on heating on in there. Heating, 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 heating. Dear. Even with the heating on, the work sites out here are absolutely frozen. They are not having a good time of it. Look at that! Look, it's all blue. Ah, it's minus 60 degrees right now. Jeez, that hits hard. I'll put in the heating zone there as well. Let's just get these places warmed up because they are extremely cold. Actually, where are my automatons? How many do I have? I've got 4. They're all in use. 1, 2. I've got 2 working on the steel. I've got 1 that's... Oh, the automaton factory is too cold as well, actually. Right. There's 1 that I've got working in the infirmary, which is also really, really cold. Stuck automaton. Automaton entangled itself hopelessly in its assigned building. We can't free it without at least partially dismantling one or the other. And that means shutting down either the automaton or the building. The automaton will be unable to work for the next 12 hours, or the workplace will be inactive. Disable the automaton. Get the automaton out of there. It's okay for the automaton to be disabled for a little while. That's okay. Still, -2. That's a heck of a cold snap, though. Research station. The door to the research station has been bashed in. There are signs of fighting inside. Broken furniture, damaged scientific instruments, and splatters of blood. This sounds interestingly promising. Not. Inside the station, we found a Tesla's audio diary. A voice speaks. All of the observed changes, like suns dimming, volcanic ash, could not have caused such cooling. But what if the huge quake of 1887 in Patagonia was an asteroid strike? There's shouting, crashes, and then silence. Numerous tracks lead from the door towards the mountains. Cave hideout. Ooh. I want to keep following that, but these guys are carrying 5 steam cores now and a whole bunch of material. I think I want to recall them actually and get the materials back. So let's do that. God, these places are just too cold. You guys have got your heating on, but you're so cold you're inoperative. I wish I had... You know what? This is why they had the techs for better insulation. Actually. This is why this insulation tech. Healthcare insulation. +1 heat level in... Oh! No. Medical posts, infirmaries, houses of healing and care houses. So that'll probably get that stuff back online. Get that started. Too cold. Yeah, that is really, really bad. Okay, Book of Laws though, I need to do that, like, ASAP. Otherwise I'm going to get kicked out of office. It has to be guard stations because I require guard stations to get this sorted out.
Listen, everyone.
I require the guard stations. Base heating level 2. Peace and order. The presence lowers discontent and restores hope. Okay. So can I... Yes, I can build them straight over where I put the guard posts. Excellent. Are they the same range? Yes, they've got the same effect area, but that's good. Okay, that'll help. The problem is I've also got like extra buildings and things down the front here too. So what I'm thinking is maybe demolish the bunkhouse there. Yep, tear that down. We've actually got excess housing capacity at the moment. And then I'll put another guard post in here, which will affect the housing in this general area too. And that will help increase my hope further. Guard station built. Hope rises.
It's time for rest.
We have more hope. Guard station, put it there. And we'll have a road coming through it to there. So yeah, we're going to get some guard stations sorted out. The problem is still, we just need... You know what? Maybe I'll actually do this for once. Are we are current... What time is it? Are we currently off shift? Between 8 and 1800, right? So what time is it? Research stopped. Okay, let's do an emergency shift on both research sites. So there we go. Emergency research in effect. Give me tech. Give me tech. As much as you can. Because I just need the tech. Death from overwork. One of our people died suddenly during an emergency shift. We don't know what happened, but it's likely it was a heart attack. We must sacrifice. Discontent will rise, or end the emergency shift for today. All emergency shifts currently in progress will end. Hope will rise slightly because it shows that I, quote-unquote, care for the people. Sure. Okay. Fine. He died. I'll accept that. Okay. Hope you guys are happy. Jeez. This is not going so well. Look how tall those guard posts are, though. No, actually pretty darn tall. They tower over the surrounding buildings, as they are at the moment. I can't send an automaton to work at the guard posts, though. What a shame. If I could, that would be pretty interesting. But I can't. Still, maybe the robots should not be in charge of keeping law and order. Oops. Hello. Wood theft. Someone has stolen 101 wood. Oh, that is a lot. London is gathering supplies for their journey. Ridiculous idea of leaving London for gaining traction. I can't leave them that. That's wood stolen from the colony. That's wood stolen from my personal stockpile. It's for my use only. Look at that massive discontent. Unpopular decision. What? Theft, promise broken. Cold at home, bad food, lack of medical care. Oh, jeez. 49 people are sick. 49 people are sick. It's because of... It's because I'm waiting for that thing to get sorted out. I could send the automatons to work on the medical tents, but, you know, that might be a slight issue. So, as soon as the research finishes, I can get some more tech out there, I think, but... But yeah, right, the number of sick people is spiraling now. Everyone is falling ill. Everyone's getting sicker. I've got 80 people that want to go back to London. My hope is absolutely in the pits. Okay, guard post effects. More than half our people live on the guard station's presence is lowering discontent and restores the hope of people nearby. Right. I wonder if our captain really has a plan. Yes, I plan to sacrifice you all in the name of my authority. There you go. Are you happy to know my plan? Does it bring you satisfaction and content? No? Well, tough. I don't care. 50 flipping people sick, though. Jeez. None of them gravely sick, but I'm just relying on that tech to get things warm. Ah, there we go. Insulation.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
And it finished the moment shift started. So, okay, these medical stations are now operational again. Oh. Oh. There's another reason. I'm actually out of food rations. Darn it. Right. And that's because my cookhouse shut down as well. Where's that? Cookhouse installation. I wasn't sure what to make of this, but it's actually absolutely flipping vital. So, yes. And the thing is, we're actually almost through this cold snap, but then in a few more days there's going to be a level 3 cold snap, which is going to be absolutely monstrously painful, I think, to deal with. So keep on burning everything. Letter of thanks. An engineer is here to see you. Has a letter for you from his team. My workers asked me to deliver this. They are plain people, so it reads like bad poetry, but here's the gist of it. They want to thank you, sir. The sight of this automaton working tirelessly in the inhuman cold, where previously they toiled and suffered, is something worth living for. Extra hope. So, yep, the absolute worst spots, I am sending automatons to do it instead of the people. I've restored hope in our people's hearts. Hope rises, and I got an achievement called Politician. So, I think I did something good there. Supposedly. Oh dear. But still, a lot of stuff is... Scouts return to the city. Why aren't you working? You are closed... Oh, just storage capacity met. Yeah, all of those are shut because I've got full stock of raw food, but I couldn't actually prepare the food rations. So that wasn't going too well. No gatherable resources. Okay, tear you apart. Cookhouse installation. Okay, my cookhouse is back on. The children working there are preparing meals for me. And decent meals as well. That will help with the discontent, because discontent for bad food was a problem. As was lack of medical care, which has also been fixed. So that was nasty. That was a bit of a shock, that one. A lot of things went wrong. But I managed to hold out though, so that's good. Let's see. Probably mentions a cave, we can see smoke rising from it. Okay, scout group can head out to there. I want to find out what's happened to those people that interrupted Tesla when he was talking about a possible asteroid impact, because that was kind of interesting, that actually. No child labour. I think... Well, I signed the law for child labour, but I've kind of stopped using them now, actually, because that was only right at the beginning when I needed it. Oh, wait, I'm not researching any tech. I've got cookhouse installation. Infirmary mechanization reduces the fewer people at -5 engineers at infirmaries. Tempting. Hunter tactics, resources. I think maybe I should get some... You know what, let's actually get outpost depots. I've not done that yet. But yeah, I think I've pretty much phased out child labour at this point. The problem is I can't sign a law to get them into the other branch that I locked out with that choice. So if I go into my adaption list here, as you can see, it's like child labour for safe jobs. I don't think I can take that away. So I'm locked out of medical and engineer apprentices. And instead, all I can do with that is like, say, child labour in all jobs. But I've honestly more or less stopped using that at this point, especially since I've got 110 idle people right now. Yeah, I think I'm using 24 children right now to work on things. Let's see, 21 children. I've got 5 at the cookhouse. Where's the other 20? Oh wait, we got a thingy. Londoners prey on discontent. A few persuaders. A member of the Londoners is talking to a crowd. He's trying to scare as many as possible. Joining this, but his visions of doom ring false in the ears of the people who are content with the situation in our city. Let him speak. +12 Londoners. Chase the speaker away, which is +6. Or disperse them. Discontent will rise, and people may get hurt. Let's just chase the speaker away then. Don't want to hurt... Well, actually, people may get hurt. Disperse the crowd, yeah. I can handle a few people getting hurt. Not everyone in that crowd was a Londoner. Stop this outrage, we're within our rights. Yeah. The problem is, I think it was sowing a lot of instability. And this yeah, that was an unpopular one, that. Maybe I should have done that. Also, there's 28 people sick. I need more medical facilities. You know what, let's use this place out here. Let's do that, and we'll give it tech. We'll give it a steam hub power to heat up the area by 1 level as well. Oh, are you done? No, it's just closed. Okay. So, if I do that, then that will be enough to house all of the sick people right now. Yeah, discontent is really high. So I was making lots of choices reflecting based on the fact I didn't have discontent, and now I've got it in absolute spades. Oh, Frozen Grove is here. Explore it. Oh. Poking around the trees marked with crosses, we found shallow graves under each of them. The dead bodies lack most of the bigger muscle, and some bones bear signs of a cutting tool. The corpses have been obviously stripped of edible parts. Now we know what kept the survivors of Freshwater Springs from starving. We'll leave the graves intact, but we can cut the trees for wood. Oh dear. And that actually marks the end of that side. We've explored that direction thoroughly. So this scout group can actually come back. Oh, yeah. I figured that Freshwater Springs was probably weren't living on lichen like they said, but you know. Yeah, once this goes up there, I'll be able to start taking care of people. I need the heat, and I need the engineers. Oh, I've got an automaton available. Let's stop the people working here then, and I'll just send the automaton out to that place there. And let's go ahead and build an additional automaton as well. We've got 7 steam cores, we've got plenty. Aha! But the thing is, we've gone from a really hopeful city to losing all of our hope in this stream, and now we are very discontent. And suddenly we've got 41 people sick, even though I'm assigning lots and lots of people to these new medical facilities that I've just put into place. So yeah, everything is running out there. All of these tents are going to help with the spillover, and that's going to house a lot of people that are discontented right now. Also, I think I should probably work on housing too, because I can build houses, can't I? Yeah, I can build houses. Comfortable protection from the weather, because we've still got that -3 cold snap coming in, which is going to cause some nasty problems. Oh dear. There we go. Just get that line there built. Another theft. Oh, 106 wood from the stockpiles. It's the theft that I'm not going to stand for. Send the guards after them. While this building gets assimilated. 32 injured people though. That is a lot. Caught in the act. Our guards did a great job. They got the goods back, but more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we can put the end to the thievery. What should we do with the thief? Have 3 days to build a prison. Banish him. Or the people can decide his fate, which will raise discontent. Well, it's the theft. I don't want to send people away to die. If I banish him, he's going to die, I think. So, let him go, but prepare a place for him. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get a prison out there. Book of Laws. I really wanted to go down here and get prosthetics. New blueprint prosthesis from the factory. Amputees can be fitted within a medical facility and be able to work again. But the problem is that I now need medical. Sorry, not medical. I need a prison. Propaganda center. New building, propaganda center. Raises hope. Shows details of sources of discontent. Propaganda center can distribute bulletins, raising hope. You'll have to build it, and discontent will rise. That's my problem right now. Discontent. Prison. Round up prison. Used to catch wrongdoers. Prisoners will abandon their misguided views. After build a prison, discontent will rise slightly. Okay. Risk efficiency of workplace 40% if I use a 4-man ability. Propaganda center. Patrols. Patrol from the guard station. Each use will reduce discontent, will raise hope slightly. Oh, let's get patrol then.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
So how do I do this then? Costs me 10 food rations. Discontent will fall. Right, okay. Take the children out of there and just assign general workers to the cookhouse. Discontent and hope, yes. But right now it is massive discontent. That's a huge problem. Steam sawmill is inoperative because there's no resources. Okay, dismantle that entirely. You are inoperative because storage capacity is pretty much full. Oh, actually our coal is dropping. I've just realised. You know what this means? We've got a slight issue going on. Right, where can I find an additional automaton? There, the lone Midlander. I'll take you off that sawmill and assign general humans to that. So, I've done that because since my coal is having problems, I'm going to assign an automaton to the coal thumper, and we have heat. Aha. And I'm assigning it to two of the two gathering posts operating off that coal thumper as well. No problem. And this building's dismantled. Yep. So now that that's happened, I can actually do something about the heat because I'm actually running everything right now.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
That's all okay. That's all okay. Do I need you lot? Level to chilly. Right, what does that cost? 1 coal per hour. What does running the steam hub cost? Yeah, what does running a steam hub cost actually? I kind of want to know. Steam hub. 3 coal per hour, but it affects a lot more buildings. Okay, so yeah, leave the steam hubs active, but turn off the heating, which is keeping everything else going. That's okay. That's livable, even though but it needs that thing operating. That's all okay. That is all okay. All right. We can set this one though to only work during work hours though. And these guys are all really, really warm, so turn off their heating as well. And that will greatly reduce my coal demand. Oh wait, I can actually turn these off because this machine's working in them. I don't need them to be warm. That's another advantage of the automatons actually. If I send automatons in to work, then I don't need to keep them warm, do I? Useful. That's not... I've got multiple steam hubs around there actually to turn that one off. No wait, that one on, that one off? That's all okay. I'll leave that one turn on. Ah, we've got another automaton out there. Excellent. Deploy into the next machine. We have gained the heavy Celt. The heavy... No, is it Celt or... Yeah, heavy Celt. The heavy Celt has joined our forces for the machine gods. And I think I'll actually get the heavy Celt out here. So I just pull people back out of this one. There we go. Alright. But yeah, coal is actually becoming more and more of an issue right now. And I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because I'm burning so much of the stuff, and it's going to get worse. Watchdog. A child came to the guard station and gave the guardsman a stuffed toy dog, telling them that they should take it with them when they walk the streets at night. It seems people appreciate those who work hard to protect law and order in our city. Aww. Thank you for that. Also, since we've got food rations, I'm actually going to do some patrols. Which is actually doing an absolute number on discontent. Haha. Oh, it's a universal function. All right. It's heavy Celt. Oh, so it's K, not C. No, not Celt. It's Celt. Okay. Heavy K. Got it. I think we need another cookhouse actually. Ooh, outpost depot. We've got an outpost depot. Let's see. I want to get... I think actually getting some heating would probably be a good idea. Steam hub range, and then I can upgrade their efficiency if I get level 4. I'm not there yet though. Or generator power upgrades. Generator range, improved heaters. Improved heaters raise the temperature of workplaces by 2 levels. Each heater consumes 2 coal per hour when running, or 1 coal per hour at normal. It's a C, not a say. Oh, okay, sure. Oh, actually, you know that the research that the guy was doing, it actually gave me this one down here, medical automatons. So it actually gave me an advanced tech further in than I've got access to right now. Pretty neat though, still. Not bad. Not bad at all. Food and shelter. I think I really need to get some more insulation and things if I can. I also need another cookhouse, so hunting tactics, which reduces the number of people implied in hunting. So I don't actually need that. Flying hunters, which will be better at hunting in general. I think let's get. I don't know what I need most actually. That's my problem. Don't know what it needs most. Let's go with, I guess. Darn it. I don't know. I suppose the steam coal thumper actually would probably be a good idea. Yeah, the steam coal thumper. Let's do that. But I'm afraid it's also time, because we have actually... First off, we've actually got hope a bit better. Discontent is way, way better. So there is that. 4 sicknesses. Plus 3% per medical. 1 employee delivered. Absent, 2 out of 3. Reason going to eat. Oh, okay. London's got to be purged. Yeah, no, they've got to be purged. Yeah, I agree with you. 97. That's 100 out of. That's almost. That's about a quarter of the population actually. But we've got to stop there because we have gone to. It's gone past 8 o'clock now. So I'm afraid that is also the end of the stream. Yep. And I'm having a blast with this thing. I'm really enjoying this. I want to play it more. But if I don't, then I'll be streaming too much and yada yada yada. So, if I do, so. Yeah, you were around for just about the entire stream, Skypian, once you got notified of it. But yeah, I'm going to call it there. And because of the time, that means I should be able to upload the stream of yesterday's one to YouTube now, so I can get that transferred across if I'm reading how this all works properly. But still. Until next time, this has been Iron Mark III. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show, and I will catch you all some other time. Yes. See you all later. Still a bad game for not having automated taverns. Yep. Yep, they need machines to serve the beer, definitely.